Hey, hey. All right, so I'm going to be showing a short tutorial on how to make a rainbow dress for my daughter.
Hi.
What kind of birthday party do you want?
A unicorn.
A unicorn. All right, so this is what we have for her birthday dress. All right, so this is considered a headband from Joann's. I have the sleeves already pinned in place. So I went ahead and I just measured her. I have the back pinned. All right, so we are going to eventually stitch that together. And then you can see the sleeves here. It's gonna be like a little tank top. So I have those pinned in place. We'll sew those in. All right, and then the whole skirt is going to be nothing but tulle. Lots and lots of tulle. All right, so once I have my sewing machine up and going, we will be right back. All right, so we have her straps here, and as you saw in the first video about what size she is, she's 4 going on 5. So for her straps here, I went ahead and measured these out. These are 10-inch straps. All right, so these will be her sleeves. I have it marked off right at 10 inches. And then this is going to be the top piece of her dress. These pieces are the only pieces that are going to be sewn. The rest is thread free. All right, so I have my Brother sewing machine just set up to the standard stitching. Let me see here. Put it up that way. So it is at 0, 0. Again, that's the standard stitch. That's set at 4, so everything is just how you turn it on, that's what it is. So really easy. We're gonna go ahead and put this in, and you guys could just sit back and watch. All right, and we go back and forth to secure our thread. Again, back and forth. This is a super easy dress for beginners. Just a couple stitches. And then again, the rest is going to be thread free. We're going to use tulle for the skirt. And when we get to it, the video will go on to show what we're going to do. The tulle is going to be laced through the little holes here. All right, but we will get to that in a little bit. All right, so I did go ahead and measure out where I wanted these straps to go. All right, so we got our bobby pins, and basically, so this is right now inside out. I'm gonna cut off that extra bit of fabric there, and you need to make sure that when you are sewing this, your flowers are showing the right way, all right? So again, inside out, and flowers are going to go behind. All right, so it's gonna be just like that. All right, and a couple more stitches here. I go ahead and remove my bobby pin, kind of know where it needs to go. Right, and straight through, and back again one more time. Put that off. All right, so there's one strap on. There's the front. All right, and then we're gonna match this up with the back bobby pin. All right, so there's my back, and then there's the bobby pin where I want it to go down to, and we're gonna match up our bobby pins. All right, so that's what it looks like backwards, inside out, upside down. All right, and we'll take out our bobby pins. You could leave them in if you want, but I just hold my pieces in place. All right, and when I am sewing this, I'll show you. Add a little bit more. When I sew my stitch, you can see here the stitching already. So my thread is going to follow that line right there. All right, so then that way it has something to go through and hold on to. All right, so that's how to do one strap. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one since you saw how to do this one. And when we are ready to get started on the skirt and all the tulle, I will be back. All right, guys, here we go. This is going to be the portion of the video to show you how to accomplish the, we'll just call them, I don't know, the panels of the dress of tulle. All right, so as you can see here, it is a strip cut, and width-wise for my material, it's about 36 inches. So I am doing 4-inch panels. All right, so that's gonna give me 9. So this here is the material that they cut at the store for me. And you do want to check your edges because it's not necessarily their job to cut it pretty for you, but rather cut what you need and send you on your way. So I have folded it over and folded it over again, and I'm going to continue to fold it over, making sure everything is straight and clean all the way across. All right, so you can see I have all of this laying out here. Now I do use something to hold it down. I'm going to use my water bottle. All right, so that's going to hold it in place for me as I'm moving along. And remember, again, we're going to do 4 inches. All right, and before I start cutting, because there is a little bit of leeway, I do my pretty side on one side, and then the ugly side I put down here. So usually after they cut material, you'll at least have one good side. Sometimes you have to trim both. In this case, I do have one pretty side, and this other side over here is not so pretty. So I'm just going to trim that. Here we go. And I apologize that you're not seeing everything right now. I'll be working on getting a new stand so you could watch everything as we go. Here's the tulle that we have so far. And now I am cutting it in 4-inch panels. All right, and let's see, you don't want choppy lines, so you're gonna wanna do cuts as big as you could get them, okay? And you don't want anything folded over, as in, you know, some folded over to the right, some folded over to the left, or anything like clumped up, because then you're gonna get nasty lines. You want clean lines all the way down. All right, 12, 16. All right, and adjust another second here, and we will move on, and I will show you where we're at with the dress. Okay. And then do 1 second already. All right, so everything is cut up. We have all of our panels ready to go. Okay, so that's all there. Let me go ahead and turn you around so you can see where I'm at with the dress. That is where we're at with the dress. Now, this is extremely stretched out since it's for my 4-year-old, but it's perfect being stretched out like that because that gives me plenty of room to work with, because right now we are weaving each piece of tulle through the holes. All right, so I started with my darkest piece, just purple, did purple, blue, yellow, then went to pink. I want the pink on top because I know that's her favorite color. And then the other colors are just underneath just to complement it, since we're doing that rainbow unicorn style dress. Okay, so let me see if I could get a closer up view from the top, so then that way you guys could see how I'm weaving it. Now give me just a second. Yay, all right, that looks pretty near perfect. So we're just gonna roll with this. All right. So first, I'll show you what I did for the pieces underneath, because I did weave those differently than the pieces on top. As you can see, the difference here, this little hoop is on top as these are opposite. So first I was going in, up and under. All right, and then we're gonna find the hoop and pull it through. All right, and then you just feed it in that way and pull it tight. All right, and that's what I did for the under pieces. Now for the over pieces, because I wanted to have a prettier finish. And I mean, you could do all of them this way. It's whatever floats your boat. But I wanted to have the appearance of all of the little hoops being on top. I just think that's a prettier finish rather than this. All right, so all you have to do is the complete opposite. Instead of going up and over, we're gonna go down and under and through. All right, and again, you're gonna find that hoop. Pull everything through. All right, and you do want to make sure too that your end pieces are even. It's kind of like hard to see the tool, but you want to make sure that those are even. So as you're pulling it, make sure that it's the same length on both sides. All right, so I am going to do this all the way around with my medium pink. I have a lighter pink and a white. All right, so I will be back to show you the entire thing when it's done. So as you can see, this is what we have so far. All right, guys, I will see you back in a little bit. All right, ladies and gents, here is our dress so far. I did go ahead and take it off the mannequin, let my daughter jump around in it for a minute, make sure that it fit the way that we liked. You see all the layers of tulle. It is so pretty. So the next and final step to finish up this gorgeous little dress, I did go out and get some flowers and ribbon. All right, so we are going to have purple, pink, and blue ribbon streaming down the dress. So I'm just gonna do a couple streams of ribbon here. Then I have these little flowers as well to match the ribbon. All right, so we're gonna do a patch of flowers here, and then the streams of ribbon coming down as well. And then just to give it some cute little detail throughout, I also got these cute little pink flowers. So I'm thinking about putting these onto the ribbon just to make it look like cascading flowers. All right, so I'm gonna set up my needle and thread, and we are just going to old school hand stitch these babies on, and I will be right back. All right, here we go. So I have a couple flowers in place. Are you playing with my phone here? There we go. I have a couple of flowers in place. Now these are only pinned in. I haven't sewn them yet. It's always a good idea to pin things first so you can make sure that it's where you want it to be before you start sewing. So what I've done first is taken the ribbon. All right, I'll show you the example with the pink one here. I figure with the ribbon exactly where I want it to go, fold it in half, and I want them different lengths, just my preference. So the purple's the longest, then you got the blue, and then the pink is gonna be the shortest. All right, so there's that. Then, once I figure out how long I want it, I take it and see how it is straight here. If you want to keep it straight, you can, but I think personally it being cut at an angle is just prettier. All right, and I need sharper scissors. All right, so nice angle there. Then I take a pen and the flower. All right, and then I'll turn it around and just put a pen straight through it. This one wants to work with me. It's hitting the hot glue, so it doesn't want to go through it. All right. There we go. So now that is through. You see the pen there. And then I'll come over here. And there goes my blue one. All right. And that's perfectly fine because I want the pink one behind those anyway. So there's that. And then here's the blue one. All right. And I like it not symmetrical. I think it's better on the eyes for it to be a little bit off. All right, so I'm gonna come up close. All right, so there's my bunch of flowers. I have them pinned in place. Now I'm going to go back through with my needle and thread. Here we go. I don't think I need to show you guys how to use a needle and thread. It's pretty standard stuff. And I'm gonna sew those in place. Once those are sewn in place, I'm going to have my daughter put this on and model it so you guys could see the finished product. I love it. I think it's so friggin' cute. All right, so I will be back once these are sewn on and Renee has it on and twirling.